Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video here at Red Dirt Reptiles. Those of you who know who I am, better go watch some of my other videos. And for those of y'all joining us again, let's do this. What's up everyone? So, we're going to talk about aggression. This specific video I'm going to cover aggression with the ball python, but relatively I think this kind of covers maybe some aggression levels on almost all restrictor or constrictors as it is. So let's say, how would I know if this animal was being aggressive? Well, definitely would not be curled up like this in my hand. It would be wrapped, giving itself a definite hold on myself. And I would see big coils like this, but I wouldn't see them here on the body. I would see them up here on the face. Now see, there is one coil, okay, one solid loop, but I have learned over the years that with ball pythons, they're not going to strike unless I see two, at least 2 to 3. If you're getting out a feeding response, they may just nail you from this point right here. You know, you take your hand away and they turn around and boom, nail you. But if they're nailing you out of aggression or defense, because that would be the only aggressive manner in which they would, you know, attack you, they're going to curl themselves up, at least 2 to 3 kinks, okay? Like I was saying, a kink. And you'll see them vibrate. Their heads bob. Not like a rattlesnake, but they vibrate. And that's very, to me, very, very indignative of being pissed and just do not want to be touched. Most of the time, if you pick an animal up and it's like this, no aggression, okay? Really, you want to be paying attention to body language, okay? Key things like when I pick this snake up, it's loose, it's not tight in my hand. If I was to pick this animal up and it was super tight in my hand, even in the ball clenching on itself, that tells me that the snake is nervous, and I, maybe not should be nervous, but should definitely be cautious as to him telling me he is nervous and being cautious. And if I make a false move, he could strike out of defense. Again, out of defense. Not aggression really, but defense. Most snakes are non-aggressive. As a matter of fact, no reptile is aggressive. How about that? They are defensive. Most, if not all reptiles, will run away from you before coming after you. You know what I mean? They're defensive. And if they are coming after you, guarantee you did something to make them be, again, defensive. So, why would the animal be defensive, man? If your husbandry's off, if your heat's off, it can totally twist their attitudes. Ball pythons are very picky, finicky snakes. While they are the easiest to maintain as far as keeping alive, they are also the easiest to piss off, and they hold a grudge. Now, as far as that go, they're going to hold a grudge, but he's not going to bite, or she's not going to bite because it's aggressive. Most ball pythons, by the time they're subadults to adults, have tamed down. I have only met relatively a few adult ball pythons that were aggressive, and within about 2 to 3 weeks of handling daily, I was able to bring them around to where I could do just this right here. The difference in a feeding response and a aggressive response I already covered, which is just a moment ago again, but I just redo it, is if I had a mouse, or if I brought my hand up like this and he thought I had food and nailed me from this posture right here, that would be telling me that's a feeding response because he thinks I'm food. You would see him tongue flicking a lot and maybe bobbing and weaving if I didn't come to right here. If I was like right here and I brought my finger over right here and he thought my finger was food, he would be twitching and tracking, okay? But let's say he thought I was food and I just put my hand up right here and he bit me from this specific posture. That would mean he's thinking I'm food. If he is to curl up like I was saying, okay, watch. See how he's kinked now? If I was to see 2 to 3 of these kinks, okay, consecutively, see, he's still got one solid kink, one, okay? If I was gonna see more than that, he would back himself up and give me at least 2 big solid kinks. I'm not gonna upset my guy just to show you, but just trust me, at least 2 solid kinks, and there would be some vibrating of the head. That is the ball python and most constrictors' way of telling you, back the hell up before I nail you, because they are nervous or they are scared or they are fearful. Whichever way, you're bound to get bit. Again, 99.99% of the time though, ball pythons, while not necessarily being trained, can be tamed. You can't train a ball python. You can't really train a snake to do much of anything but lay there and look pretty. You know what I mean? Or to hang out around your neck like a damn scarf. You know what I mean? Hey, Ice Cube. Make warm. Awesome. See? That's a trained ball python right there, y'all. No, I'm joking. That's fucking retarded. I'm joking. You cannot train ball pythons. You can tame them, meaning if I had a snake or if my ball python here was not handleable, didn't like to be handled, I can work with them, like keeping them away from my face. Okay, this is all simplistic first-hand keeper knowledge. However, most of the time, aggressive constrictors you don't really have to worry about getting bitten. I'm telling you, they if you get bitten, it's a warning bite, if nothing else. Especially with these small guys. You know, I mean, they're usually not aggressive. Again, not that I haven't seen my fair share of aggressive ones, but they're easily worked out. Now, they may not be like lovey-dovey where kiss all over the face like this, you know, within 2 to 3 weeks, but they're definitely at a spot where you can handle them, you know, throw them around your neck, give them a nice pet and a little pat, and be golden. I've had, you know, I've had a couple ball pythons throughout my time that, you know, you open the cage and it's right up over the edge, waiting to lash out at anything for you, you know, thinking it's food. And it took me a month of working at least 20 minutes, nothing major, but every day, just like so. And I was able to start playing with it and do just the same as I'm here to do with my son's snake. It's all about how you're going to work with the animal. Again, keep in mind that having proper husbandry and having proper knowledge of your animal and of your own keeping abilities. Not push your limits, but understanding your own limits, understanding your abilities, and having proper husbandry can pretty much accomplish anything with these guys alone. With any reptile, but definitely these guys. These are the easiest to work with. As long as you don't make them mad. We can make you mad, huh? I take about 10 of these and tie them head to tail, make a jump rope, snaky rope. A big giant nope rope. No, I'm joking. Obviously, these are not nope ropes for me. I love snakes. Snakes have been a big part of my reptile passion and career. However, of course, we all know I'm partial to monitors. But we love it all. We love it all. See, no aggression. And this guy, a lot of times, if they're gonna act aggressive, okay, I'll just cover this real quick. If they're acting aggressive, it's normally in a state of mind like he is now, or a physical state that he is in right now, which is pre-shed. Okay, if you look at his eyes, they are super, super glazed over. That is because he is in pre-shed. Now, I will say this: there are a lot of people out there that do not recommend handling their snakes, ball pythons especially, during shed, while they're shedding, especially when their eyes are glazed over, because they don't see the best, if at all, and you're more liable to get bitten. While that could be true, most of the time, if you're handling your snake at least every other days, or every couple of days, okay, every 2 to 3 days, at least for 15, 20 minutes, that's really all it takes, guys. Again, these things are easy to maintain. If you're at least doing that, then it'll be nothing. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you find yourself with an aggressive animal, okay, gloves and a hook. Gloves and a hook. But use the hook. It's real easy, okay? If you absolutely have to, you can do what I'm about to show you, okay? You can lay your snake out, or if you come across your snake, grab my snake hook here, okay? I like to get the head and upper body first before I go to the tail. I don't want to get bitten. So as he's coming back around, I'm gonna come up here. Well, here, I'll do this. I'll come over here and scoop him down, and I'm gonna go away from my face and grab his tail and keep him out, okay? Now, I can manipulate his body and pull tension on him where he can't go nowhere, okay? This is, a lot of keepers use this technique when they're working with venomous, you know, and it works the same, keeping the snake completely away from you if it is aggressive at all, okay? Keep in mind, though, that most ball pythons are non-aggressive snakes. Non-aggressive snakes. See, if you're working correctly, keeping snakes away from you is relatively easy. You just got to be paying attention. And once they're down, most snakes want to get away from you. So if you hold on to their tail, if they start to come back, I just take the hook and kind of guide them back away. You know what I mean? But these guys right here, I'm just going to lay this down because I don't need that for this guy. This is a beautiful ball python that loves everyone. This is what a socialized baby looks like, or not baby, this is a subadult. But this is what a perfect handled and socialized ball python looks like while growing and maturing out. He is so sweet. Now, he is a little head shy during shed, so you see he's not too keen on me playing with his face. But for the most part, he's not very head shy. You can see that this guy's been worked out really well. And when I say worked out, I mean socialized. Anybody who wants to hold it, by all means, hold the snake. Don't just be the only one holding it. You're gonna cause your snake to bond with just you and be aggressive toward other people. No point in having that. It's always best to let everybody handle your reptiles if they are willing. Do you understand that? If they are willing, both the reptile and the person. You don't just want to throw a reptile on somebody. Bad things can happen. I know it's funny, but I've seen bad things happen. So, you know, no, I'm joking. Throw snakes on people, it's hilarious. Anyway, no, I'm joking about that. Hey, bad, no, don't do that. Anyway, I appreciate y'all staying in for this video, and hey, we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.